we go with today's IT News Radio.
Yes, we're starting.
This is Casey.
And I'm Haru. Thanks for tuning in.
Man, we got some pretty heavy news lined up today.
Heavy, you say?
Yeah, feels like the whole world is just shaking right now.
Shaking.
Stories from Italy, Sweden, quantum computing stuff.
Sounds like we've got news flying in from all corners of the globe.
Exactly. It's super global today.
Worldwide, as they say.
Well, I mean, it's worldwide. Every day in the internet world.
True that.
Let's dive right in now.
Let's do it!
First up, we've got some wild news coming out of Italy.
Italy.
Italy's data protection authority, called the Garante della Privacy.
Garante.
They've been raided on corruption and embezzlement charges.
Wait, hold on. The Data Protection Authority got investigated?
Yeah, that's right.
So the Watchdog became the Watched.
Exactly that kind of situation.
Wow, that's quite a turn of events.
So let me tell you what the Garante is.
Yeah.
They've been the strictest privacy regulator in the EU.
The strictest.
They've been slapping massive fines on American tech. Giants like Meta, Google, OpenAI.
Oh right, weren't they the ones who temporarily banned ChatGPT?
Yep, back in 2023.
That was a big deal at the time.
They hit Clearview AI with a 20 million euro fine.
How much is that in yen?
Roughly 3 billion yen.
3 billion.
I mean, for a tech company it might not be huge, but symbolically it's a big message.
Yeah, it sends a clear signal that the regulators mean business.
Right, and now the head of that hardcore regulator
Yes.
is being investigated for corruption and embezzlement.
Talk about a boomerang coming right back.
Toilet boomerang.
So what are the specific charges?
There are two. First, the embezzlement part is about executives expensing personal spending.
Ah, using company funds for private stuff.
I mean, it's a common story in a way.
But a regulator absolutely shouldn't be doing that.
Right, exactly.
And what about the corruption charge?
This one's even more interesting, or should I say sketchy. There's this Italian airline called ITA Airway. They had a data breach, but the Garante didn't impose any real sanction. And in return, guess what they got?
A bribe.
Apparently they received executive class loyalty passes from the airline.
Wait, like airline miles?
Yeah, something called a Valer Pass, like a premium membership status.
I mean the head of a regulatory authority getting swayed by miles. Really?
I know, it's so small scale.
Someone with the power to levy 20 million euro fines getting hooked by miles.
There's something very human about it.
That's not something you can just laugh off as human nature.
Fair point.
But how did this all come to light?
An Italian investigative journalism show called Report broke the story.
So investigative journalism is doing its job in Italy.
That part's working well, at least.
But this has huge implications, right, for the credibility of privacy regulation across the EU.
Exactly, you know, DPR, the EU's data protection regulation.
Yeah, the one that's supposed to be the strictest in the world.
Its effectiveness depends on whether each country's regulator operates independently and fairly.
I see.
And if the authority at the forefront is this messed up,
It shakes confidence in the entire regulatory framework.
exactly.
This is blowing up on X and Reddit too, right?
Totally trending.
What are people saying?
The most common reaction is the fundamental question: who regulates the regulator?
Ah, that's deep.
It's a philosophical question: who watches the watchman?
There's a Latin phrase for that, something like quis custodiet ipsos custodes.
Oh, Look at Haru getting all intellectual.
Nah, I just happen to know that.
But some commentators are saying this might be a retaliatory leak by American tech companies.
Oh, conspiracy theory territory.
I mean, there's no evidence.
But for tech companies that have been hammered repeatedly, this must feel satisfying.
Yeah, might be.
People at Meta and Google are probably grinning right now.
Zuckerberg is definitely watching this news.
Like, they were doing it too.
Well, that's a separate issue though.
True.
President Stanzione says he's remaining completely calm.
I don't think this is a situation where you can stay calm.
He's refusing to comment on resignation.
I mean, he's gonna have to resign normally.
The opposition 5-star movement is already demanding his resignation.
Makes sense.
This is definitely a story we'll be watching closely.
Looking forward to update.
Alright, next up from Sweden.
Sweden.
Ericsson has announced major layoffs.
Ericsson, the big telecom equipment company.
Yeah, famous for 5G equipment and stuff.
How big are we talking?
1,600 people in Sweden.
1,600 people.
That's roughly 12% of their Swedish workforce.
12%. That's more than 1 in 10 people.
Yeah, it's a pretty big scale.
That's brutal.
The reason is the stalling 5G market and intensifying competition.
5G is already stalling?
Well, more like the growth has stopped.
So the market's maturing.
Right, their spokesperson.
Revenue isn't growing but costs are rising. That's the worst pattern.
Exactly that.
But this isn't a one-time thing, right?
Right, Ericsson's been cutting staff for the past year or so.
Gradually.
By Q3 2025, they had about 89,000 employees, down from about 96,000 a year earlier.
So they've cut about 6,000 people. Wow, the telecom equipment industry is that tough.
It's tough, especially competing with China's Huawei.
Why?
They've got state backing, so European companies can't compete on price.
That's rough.
What's particularly concerning this time is that the cuts are hitting R&D departments too.
Wait, they're cutting research and development too?
That's what union folks are saying.
That's bad for the long term.
Really bad. Telecom is all about technology. So cutting R&D means losing future competitive.
Feels like they're selling off the future for short-term cost saving.
Exactly that.
But the stock price went up, right?
Yeah, that's the ironic part.
So investors are welcoming the cost cuts.
They're valuing it as short-term profit improvement.
Stock markets can be like that.
Cut people and the stock goes up.
Kind of depressing.
This is also a broader tech industry trend.
Are other companies cutting staff too?
Meta laid off over 1,000 people from their Reality Labs division in January 2026.
Reality Labs, that's their metaverse thing.
Right, they're saying they're shifting from metaverse to wearables.
Did they give up on the metaverse?
Not sure if they gave up, but they definitely lowered the priority.
After changing the whole company name to Meta.
Well, it's business. If something's not working, you pivot. Microsoft also has rumors of cuts between 11,000 to 20,000.
20,000 people.
Supposedly targeting Azure Cloud Team, Xbox Division, and Global Sales.
If that's true, that's a massive scale.
Though it is not officially confirmed.
2026 might be a tough year for the tech industry.
Could be. Alright, let's move to some good news.
Good news.
Yeah, about an AI developed by Cambridge University.
Oh, what kind of AI?
It's an AI that analyzes blood to detect leukemia and other blood disease.
Medical AI.
Yeah, it's called CytoDiffus.
CytoDiffus.
And get this, it can identify abnormal blood cells with higher accuracy than human specialists.
Higher than specialists.
Right, and here's the amazing part.
There's more?
This AI can recognize its own uncertainty about its diagnosis.
Recognize its uncertainty.
Meaning it can say, I'm confident about this one, or I'm not so sure about that one.
Wait, that's incredible.
Right?
I mean, regular AI just confidently gives wrong answer.
Exactly the whole hallucination problem.
So this doesn't have that.
It's not that it doesn't happen, but researchers say the system never says it's certain, and then gets it wrong.
That's something even humans struggle with it.
Right. The researchers even said that's something humans do sometimes.
True, there are definitely experts who are confidently wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So how does this AI work?
It uses the same technology as image generation AI like DALL-E.
Image generation AI.
But unlike regular classification AI, it models the full range of what blood cells can look like.
That's a bit complex.
Basically, instead of just classifying this is A or this is B, it understands all the variations that blood cells can have before making a judgment.
Ah, so that's why it's flexible.
Right, and it's robust to differences in hospitals, microscopes, and staining technique.
That's practically important since equipment varies by hospital.
Exactly.
So what changes if this gets implemented?
Blood disease diagnosis would become dramatically more efficient.
How is diagnosis done now?
They visually examine blood smear slides under a microscope.
Visually, as in with human eyes.
Yep, so it's time-consuming, error-prone, and depends on the hematologist's stamina.
Accuracy probably drops after a night shift too.
Exactly.
But the AI's ability to recognize its own uncertainty is the key point.
Right, because with that, cases where the AI isn't confident can be deferred to human specialists.
So you get AI-human collaboration.
Exactly, not AI doing everything, but AI handling what it's good at, and humans handling the difficult cases.
That's the ideal way to use AI.
I think so.
Early detection is crucial for leukemia, right?
Super crucial. Leukemia is a cancer that starts in bone marrow and produces abnormal white blood cells in large quantities, and early diagnosis and treatment greatly affect outcomes.
So if this AI improves early detection rates, more lives can be saved.
Exactly.
This is wonderful news.
Medical AI, this is the right way to use it.
Not replacing humans, but supporting them.
Exact. Alright, next up is another futuristic story.
Futuristic.
About quantum computing.
Quantum computing.
You know Honeywell?
I've heard the name. Big industrial company.
Yeah, they're a conglomerate doing aerospace and various things. They have a subsidiary called Quantinuum, a quantum computing company.
Quantinuum.
And they filed for an IPO, an initial public offering.
Oh, a quantum computing company is going public.
Right, it's expected to be the largest public offering in the quantum computing industry.
That's huge.
Market cap is expected to exceed $20 billion.
$20 billion. What's that in yen?
Roughly 3 trillion yen.
3 trillion.
Well, it's not final yet, just market observers' prediction.
Even so, that's a massive scale.
So what kind of company is Quantinuum? It was formed in 2021 by merging Honeywell Quantum Solutions and Cambridge Quantum.
So it was created through a merger.
They have over 632 employees, more than 372 of them scientists and engineers.
Over half are R&D people.
Right, it's a serious tech company.
I thought quantum computing was still way off from practical use.
Actually, it's making steady progress.
Really?
Quantinuum uses trapped ion, qubit technology.
Trapped ion.
They're offering commercially available 32 qubit processor.
Commercially available means it's usable now.
Right, and in November 2025, they launched Helios, a universal quantum computer.
Helios. Cool name.
What's interesting is you can program quantum and classical computers the same way, and integrate hybrid functions into a single probe.
Quantum and classical working together?
Exactly. Quantum computers have strengths and weaknesses, so you use quantum for what it's good at, and classical.
Like the medical AI story earlier, combining strengths.
Right, taking the best of both.
So, investors are paying attention.
Definitely, they raised $600 million in September 25.
600 million.
Investors include NVIDIA's venture capital arm, JP Morgan, and Mitsui & Co.
Mitsui is in there too.
Yep, Japanese companies are investing too.
That's kind of exciting.
And IBM is also an investor.
IBM, they're doing quantum computing too.
They are. So they're investing in a competitor.
Mix of competition and collaboration.
The quantum computing industry isn't that big yet, so maybe they're investing to grow the whole sector.
Makes sense.
If this EPO succeeds, it signals that quantum computing is reaching commercial maturity.
Entering the practical phase. What can quantum computers be used for again?
Drug discovery, financial risk calculations, cryptography breaking, various applications.
Cryptography breaking is a bit scary.
Well, they don't have that kind of power yet.
But it might be possible eventually.
Right, which is why post-quantum cryptography research is advanced.
Creating encryption that quantum computers can't break.
Exactly.
Technology progress is kind of an arms race.
Pretty much. Alright, let's take a little breather here.
Yeah, the news has been pretty dense.
Today's song is Office Reset.
Office Reset.
Something you want to listen to after work, nice and relaxing.
Perfect. After hearing about Italian corruption and Ericsson layoffs, we need some healing.
Seriously, let's reset and get ready for the second half.
Here's Office Reset.
来年ぶりの直射日会議室が知らない顔をしていた誰がどこに座ってたかも忘れてた飲み会文化も得れた挨拶も電車へも行っていた後輩が一番リモート率高いってどういうことオフィスはあったけど居場所じゃなかったオフィスリセット再起動する関係性机よりカレンダーに距離を感じたホワイトボードに残った予定表今はもう誰のものでもないそれでも今日失茶した理由冷蔵庫の中のゼリーがカセク化してた Wi-Fi のパスが変わっていたなのに LAN ケーブルが刺さってて泣きたくなった戻ったのか進んだのか誰も明確に言えなかったオフィスリセット過去に
Alright, we just heard the song.
Office Reset. Great track.
Now that we're refreshed, let's dive into the second half.
Let's go.
So, going back to the earlier story.
Yeah, what is it?
The Garante story from Italy. Remember the Meta Ray-Ban stories fun?
Right, the heavy fine that got withdrawn.
That's also under investigation apparently.
Ah, so it's not just the airline miles. Ray-Ban stories, those are the camera sunglasses.
Right, the ones Meta makes.
Privacy-wise, they're in a gray zone. Concerns about being used for secret filming.
Right, so the Garante was going to sanction them.
But it got withdrawn.
This investigation might reveal how that withdrawal happened.
This is looking deeper and deeper.
Deep indeed.
But if there really was corruption, doesn't that cast doubt on all the fines the Garante has issued to tech companies?
Right, that's the scariest part.
Like lawsuits saying those fines were unjust. Give us our money back.
Totally possible. Tech company lawyers might already be moving.
This affects the credibility of GPRE as a whole.
Exactly. The EU has been leading the world on privacy regulation.
Yeah, even California references GPR.
But if the head of the enforcement agency gets caught for corruption, it loses credibility.
Like we don't want to hear it from you guys.
Exactly.
Tech companies have probably been holding back.
Probably, thinking we can't deal with this while complying.
But regulation itself is necessary.
True. Privacy protection matters. Tech companies can't just do whatever they want.
Regulation is needed, but the regulators also need to be proper.
Right. The legitimacy of regulation depends on the integrity of regulator.
Sounds like basic democracy.
Exactly. Those with power must be transparent and accountable.
Deep stuff.
Well, for now we just have to watch how the investigation unfolds.
Waiting for updates.
Let's dig a bit deeper into the medical AI story.
The Cambridge one earlier.
There's related research.
What research?
A study published in the journal Blood Advances about AI detecting measurable residual disease in B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
That's a long name.
Long, yeah. Basically, a type of leukemia. The study showed AI can detect measurable residual disease in an average of 1 minute per case.
1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute.
How long did it take before?
No specific numbers, but manual flow cytometry testing takes quite a while.
Getting it down to 1 minute is revolutionary.
Right, and here's what's great about it.
Yeah.
Leukemia has recurrence risk even after treatment. To catch recurrence early, you need to detect tiny residual disease.
Finding residual disease.
Right, and if you can do that test quickly and accurately, you can catch and treat recurrence early.
Earlier treatment timing. Medical AI really holds so much promise.
It does, but we need to be careful.
Careful how?
Can't just take AI results at face value.
Connects to the earlier point about CytoDiffus being able to recognize uncertainty.
Right, AI is a tool. Final judgment should be human.
But doesn't that mean more verification work for doctors, rather than making it easier?
Short term maybe, but long term it'll be more efficient. Cases where AI is confident just need quick human confirmation, and only uncertain cases need detailed review.
So AI does triage.
Exactly! Prioritization.
That's definitely efficient.
And if doctors save time, they can see more patients, and maybe spend more time with each one.
Benefits for patients too.
Exactly!
AI should be active in these practical areas.
Seriously, image generation and chatbots are fun, but medical and scientific applications have the biggest social impact.
Lives are at stake.
Right? So it's cautious and progress is slow, but it's steady.
Good news!
Changing topics a bit. In the quantum computer story, you know DARPA.
Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, the ones who created the Internet's predecessor.
Right? Night Haru.
I know at least that much.
DARPA has this quantum benchmarking initiative.
A program to measure quantum computer performance.
Right, and Quantinuum that we talked about earlier just advanced to Stage B.
Stage B means after Stage A.
Right, progressing through stages means the technology is maturing.
Like getting a Pentagon stamp of approval.
Exactly, and this timing lines up with the IPO.
good pitch to investors.
Right, they can say our technology is recognized by DARPA.
That's convincing.
Quantum computing is still early stage, so investors might wonder if it's really safe.
Yeah, like amazing tech, but will it make money?
Right, and having an objective indicator like DARPA evaluation makes investment decisions easier. Also, Honeywell's overall strategy is interesting.
How so?
Honeywell is doing portfolio restructuring.
Portfolio restructuring.
They're a conglomerate with many businesses, and they're separating them into independent company.
Breaking them apart.
Right. Solstice Advanced Materials Division already completed its spin-off, and the aerospace business is planned to split in late 26.
So Quantinuum's EPO is part of that strategy.
Exactly. A strategy to clearly show the stock market the value of each business.
Eliminating the conglomerate discount.
Oh, nice. You know about that.
I've heard of it.
Right. Conglomerates get undervalued because investors don't understand what the company really is. So splitting them up gets better valuation.
Makes sense.
Quantum computing gets evaluated as quantum computing. Aerospace as aerospace.
Makes it easier for specialists to analyze each field.
Alright, we're getting to the end.
Today was packed.
Looking back, we started with the shocking news of Italy's Data Protection Authority being investigated for corruption.
The regulator getting regulated. Ironic twist.
Ericsson cutting 1,600 jobs showed us how tough the 5G market is.
Layoffs across the tech industry.
But on the other hand, we saw technology evolving to save lives with Cambridge's AI diagnostic system.
The AI that can recognize its own uncertainty was impressive.
Quantinuum EPO bringing quantum computing into the stock market for real is huge too.
Felt like future tech becoming actual business?
Kind of a day mixing good and bad news.
The world is probably always like that.
True, there's never a day with only good news.
That's why keeping up with news matters.
Right, knowing what's happening and thinking about it yourself.
Tomorrow will bring new news.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, so please tune in.
And please subscribe to the channel.
This was Casey and
Haru.
see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.